So do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will care for itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. A morning when the flags are still low. This morning the flags are at half-staff. We all know why. The nation is stunned in a way that feels oddly intimate. The assassination last week of a public voice that, for many, felt like someone we knew. I hear the same line everywhere. This feels personal. Why? Maybe because Charlie Kirk was a person we saw daily. We attended dozens of his rallies, watched clips of his interviews, and scrolled past family photos. We never met his wife and children, yet we have seen their faces more than many of our neighbors. We never shared a meal with him, but his life played across our feeds like a neighbor's front porch. Social media and the screens in our pockets put the whole world into our feed every day. When visibility becomes an emotional tinderbox, on top of that are all the other urgencies. A memorial for a Facebook friend who died suddenly, a PM from someone in a painful divorce asking for prayer, violence in our cities, drugs coming across the border, flashes of geopolitical volatility that anchors call World War III scenarios. The modern feed collapses geography. A clip from a campus, a live-streamed moment, a trending rumor, all land in our pockets constantly and demand feeling. Then add the ordinary weight of life, a tense day at work, a child who's not adjusting, the fight you had with your spouse last week. After living inside that torrent of bad news and outrage, it makes sense that many of us ask, why God? Why is the world so broken? The honest reaction is human, but the continuous stream of images and headlines can leave us emotionally smoked out, incapable of the tenderness our actual neighbors need. We are an emotional tinderbox. Your plate was full already. Not long ago, a close friend came over and poured out the troubles she was carrying. She needed me. Halfway through her story, I realized something terrible. I was not listening. I had checked out. Why? Because my plate, my inward emotional capacity, was already overloaded. It was pouring out smoke. That evening, I saw the shape of the problem clearly. Compassion exhausted by world news and social media leaves us unavailable for the people God places in front of us. Paul calls us to bear one another's burdens, Galatians 6:2. But Jesus gives a boundary in Matthew 6. The hard realism of Matthew 6, do not worry about tomorrow, each day has enough trouble of its own. When Jesus says this, he is not minimizing suffering. He is naming our true emotional geography. You are not that strong. You cannot bear every burden the internet places before you. You were not made to carry every headline or every scandal. You were made to be responsible for those God has placed in your immediate context: family, local friends, church, neighbors, and co-workers. Yes, pray for distant sufferers and give where you can. But be mindful, there is a lot on the geographical plate sitting right in front of you. Put down the phone. God holds the tomorrows of everyone and everywhere else. Your calling is faithful stewardship of today. Regaining perspective, I read an introduction recently that took me back 100 years. The town the author described was small enough to be a true geography. You knew your neighbors, you walked to church, and the grocer knew your name. Tragedy was rare and local. One knock on your door, and everyone showed up. You also saw the ordinary good: weddings that were community festivals, kids playing soccer, casseroles on porches, a new roof paid for by neighbors. That steady rhythm kept sorrow and mercy in balance. In that world, your moral horizon matched your responsibility. You could see what you were meant to bear because it was literally within sight. Today, the feed flings calamity into our laps from every time zone. Spectacular horrors get overcounted, neighborly mercies go unrecorded. Regaining perspective means learning again to weigh what God has actually placed before you. Those small, repetitive acts of mercy that are the real economy God calls you to steward. 5 things to do this week: touch the grass, go outside, walk the dog, notice the birds, let the world that is actually near you re-enter your senses, put a news curfew on your day, choose 2 short windows for headlines and otherwise close the apps. Let your mood be shaped by people, not feeds. Give 1 hour of undistracted presence to someone local. Listen, ask, and ask how you can help. No feeds while you listen. Prune your prayer list. Keep it honest and manageable so your prayers are deep, specific, and sustained. Do 1 small mercy. Bring a meal, offer to babysit, write a note, or fix something. Acts like these rebuild real ledger balance. Put these 5 into one rule. Steward today's geography well. Prayer, God, you hold tragedies and politics and private sorrows together. Help me to trust you with what I cannot carry, and to carry well what you place before me today. Slow my scroll. Soften my heart to the person in my home and on my street. Keep me faithful to those you have actually put in my charge, and give me courage to lament without losing capacity to love. Amen.